There we go.
There we go.
It took a couple of attempts, but we got it. I thought we were going to have some tech issues again today, Monaco.
I know. It took for a while. We were just spinning, but we're here. Let's get to work, folks. Good to see everybody.
Erwin says, looking for the amazing comments, Wick Tickler.
He's got one.
You got one. My wife got mad at me last night when I told her jeans were tighter than Matt's stop losses, so she threw a candle at me. I screamed breakout and ran out of the
house. Damn, that might be a top
that
might be the best one.
That's a top three.
Top three for sure.
Yeah, incorporated the wife. You incorporated trading terminology, and I loved screamed breakout, then ran out of the house. breakout.
I love it. All right, everybody. We only got 10 minutes. Sorry, we were a couple minutes late. Tech issues. So we're going to rip through some stocks. There's not a ton today anyways, but I'll let Tuohey get started, and we can jump in.
Yeah, guys. So I think Matt and I think, are both on the same page here. Now, this is a larger cap stock. It's a larger company. Even if you want to flip to the daily chart quick and show why this is, this is why this is such a big watch. Oklo has gone up. I mean, in the past, this is a 6-month chart from 20 to 140. And then after this breakout, really from 80 to 140, basically 80% or so, 80 to 100%, like the last, 2 weeks. Huge move. What's the market cap on this currently?
It's currently 16 billion, but obviously,
and so it's down like 20%. So this is just a massive flush out, a massive first red day. I think this is probably an A+ setup if we panic near $100. We'll be down basically 50% from highs over the course of 2 days. I would expect a monstrous bounce on this thing. I wish it was Friday. I mean, I'd still probably look to take some options on it, but like if it was Friday and it was doing this, oh baby, 0 DTEs would be fun. But anyways, would not going to look to buy if it holds pre-market lows, or at least not with any size. I know some of you are thinking, this is a bigger price stock. Those of you that have TradeFunder, not an issue at all. This is, I think, just a really strong opportunity if we can get that panic. But again, that's a very big if. We haven't set up quite yet. Definitely going to require some patience. Basically, by the way, what we look for in panics is going to be a very large increase in volume with an extended candle towards the lows. A lot of it comes down to just experience, like waiting for that area and also keeping in mind key price levels. That's why that $100 area, like if it broke under 100, chef's kiss. But next trade for me is going to be PSTV. Probably a top day one gapper watch. Nice pre-market move. It's definitely a little bit on the slower side, like in terms of how it's moving. It's not getting super parabolic or anything. It makes sense. It's 100 million float. So it's a pretty big float there, but really nice chart. And I don't think, I'd be very surprised, I should say, if we break out over 90 cents, but it's not impossible. But do keep in mind that to me shows that upside, there is probably a cap, at least for short-term momentum. Fortunately, that's still roughly 25 cents away. Ideally, we consolidate, get a little dip and rip, and we can get a spot where we're only risking 2 or 3 cents to ideally make like 6 to 9 cents, if not more. So that's definitely my top day one gapper watch. I know Matt's got a couple of other watches on there, but I mean, honestly, Matt, I don't know if I would assume you kind of agree here. To me, those feel like the only ones that are really worthy of attention right now, out of the gates, unfortunately.
So selective. That's a good thing. PSTV, I agree. I think this one's really good. It's probably the top day one. Really good volume too. It's already traded almost 150 million shares. So I do think, we are also looking at the daily chart. It definitely has room to run. The resistance is kind of around 90 cents or so, 85, 90 cents, which is like a 30%, 40% move away. So as Bryce said, if we can find a spot where you can risk a couple pennies for some good potential, that's where we're going to want to be. So PSTV, I do think it's the top day one. Aside from that, we talked about Oklo. Look, if Oklo just rips out of the gate, I'm probably not going to trade it. It's that simple. I'm definitely looking for it to dip more. It's going to have SSR on it. It hasn't triggered yet because the market hasn't opened. But as soon as the market opens, SSR will be on this thing, which definitely could lead to a pretty good bounce. There's no denying that. So I'm going to kind of wait and see there on Oklo. My main top other watches are going to be PEP-G. This was a really nice gapper. I think it's drug news. Kind of reminds me a bit of LAC yesterday, where I'm kind of just waiting. If you didn't watch yesterday, really good session to review. Kind of just waiting for it to set up, for it to do its thing. Give me a clean entry. I'm not trying to guess. I want to see a trend, and I want to ride the trend. So that's what I'm hoping for on PEP-G. Slightly larger company. And all things considered, it's traded pretty clean. It's not like super wicky in either direction. So hopefully you can be pretty confident in some stop levels. I got better on here. I'm probably going to delete it come open and just set an alert. I'm going to set alert around like 68. I really like this stock, but it's gapping down. So it's definitely killing the trade idea that we had on this, which was to buy over 72. At this point, 72 is $10 share away. So not super optimistic. I've got an alert in case it gets there. Maybe it sets up tomorrow, but I don't really think it's going to be something crazy here. And then we got EVAX and SPRC, which are two other of the main big gappers, you could say. None of them are up huge. SPRC is probably a little bit better than EVAC in the sense that it's definitely built a bit of support. So wouldn't be shocked to see some pops on these. But they feel very 50-50, which is why I think PSTV is going to be the main watch. And then the other one is LAC, again, that I'm watching. Pretty gnarly move here pre-market, and it's given a lot of it back. So at the time, 50-50, same exact comment. I'm not here to guess. I want to see a trend. I want to see clear support, clear resistance, and then I want to try to take advantage of that trend. I'm not trying to predict which way it's going to move. I'm going to react once it does pick a direction. That's the strategy. PEP-G did a $100 million offering. Yeah, they did. But it's on a biotech. We've seen this a lot lately. Like, those offerings aren't bad if they're priced good, okay? And obviously the news is really good. Yesterday, the stock was QURE, which they crushed their trial. It went up. They did an offering yesterday after hours. I think this was also $100 million. You can see there was a small dip right here, but then it kept going. So, QURE, that's another one too that might trend. Bit of a higher price, definitely bigger company. This one's in the billions. So, yeah, I guess we'll see if it can trend. I think it's worth at least an eyeball to see what we can do.
How many eyeballs? 1 or 2? 3?
I guess 1 for now.
I'm going to have to put my third eye into this one.
But yeah, going back to the main, PSTV, Oklo, definitely my main too. El Jefe says thoughts on Open. I think Open kind of played out already. I can pull up the chart real quick. Basically, it popped really hard after hours yesterday. I mean, really nice first screen day yesterday overall. But then it popped hard because Jane Street, which is a huge fund. By the way, did you see how much money they made, Bryce, last quarter?
No.
So they're just traders, right? Like it's basically a hedge fund. $10 billion.
Wait, who is this?
Jane Street.
They
were the highest trading revenue fund on Wall Street.
Whoa.
Bigger than JP Morgan, all the big banks.
Whoa.
10 billion. Last quarter. Just last quarter, bro.
Jane, Jane?
Yeah, Jane Street. They're banned from India too, because they do like they were doing sketchy things and got banned. But anyways,
whoa.
Huge pop. I think it's kind of already just played out, right? It's, we were anticipating that big pop. It gave us a great pop. But now, as I usually say, the easy move's over. So back to chopping around 50-50. Let it set up and figure out a trade over the next couple of days there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think again, today my plan is to just be pretty selective, especially out of the gates. I find I do better throughout the day when I am not trying to go too crazy all at once. So I would like to try to keep it that way.
Chris says, wouldn't touch PSTV. Then don't touch it, boss.
No need. That's great. You don't have to touch it.
I don't even know if I'm going to trade it. We're going to find out. I can tell you good volume, decent daily chart. I think the news is okay. But definitely the chart that could run at least to 80, I think. It's got the room to run, which is a good thing. We're not running into too big of a glass wall.
Yeah, the only thing about PSTV is just to understand that it moves a little bit slow because its float is so large.
Dan says, do you guys think you see an offering at 325? It's not worth much more. They're very ignorant. Yeah, so it all just depends is the answer. I know that's a shitty answer, but it really all just depends. Depends on the terms of the offering, depends on how good the news is, depends on who's usually involved in the offering. All of those things definitely go into consideration. And also, there's a very big difference. Market just opened. Very big difference between like a shitty penny stock doing an offering and then somewhat of a real company, which PepG is now about 200 million market cap, so definitely somewhat of a real company. All right, let's watch these.
Chloe, I wish you weren't just ripping right out of the gates, man.
Is it? Yeah. See, I told you, SSR got triggered. It's annoying.
But what are you going to do, right? PSTV might be setting up for a little bit of a dip and rip.
Is SGBX, is that halting up?
Which one's that? Oh, geez,
that one's a crazy low flow. Like probably don't even look, don't even touch low flow. I think the float's like something like 200,000 shares. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
PSTV, not what we wanted to see, really.
No, more of a dip than a rip.
Yeah, a bit too hard of a dip.
Oof.
Yeah, kind of exactly that.
This is why you just wait. Wait, just like the signs say on the street. Just wait.
Monaco, obviously, with SSR, pretty big pop there. Let's see. C-pop I saw just hit my scan. C-pop, C-drop. C-pops again.
C-pop, is it popping?
Yeah. Their goal is to buy 1,000 Bitcoin. That's what the PR is. Kind of tired of these Bitcoin PRs, I'll tell you what.
No, it's fine. All you need to do is find $100 million. C-pop. That's how big is C-pop? How big of a company is C-pop?
26 million.
Oh, okay, great. So all they need to do is grow 4 times in size, liquidate their entire company, and then they can buy their goal. I will say, though, C-pop has got the kind of daily chart that can definitely get a bit spunky.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that fake breakdown yesterday, They triggered SSR on it. I would have to imagine they're not actually trapping a lot of shorts on a low volume chart like that. But still, I mean, just a fake breakdown can lead to a really strong move, Those of you guys that were in the workshop yesterday, that's exactly what we're talking about there. I've actually one of my almost biggest trades ever, which was still a very big trade, but was a daily chart just like this way back in the day. Do you remember my VRPX debacle?
No.
Oh, dude. So I was like loading up into this. If you're not actively trading anything, I'll tell this story real quick.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was trading this chart VPRX, and it was consolidating like $4 a share, and it looked a lot like C-pop in a way. Like it was just very sketchy. But this is back in 2021 when everything just ran, and my stop loss level was $4.40. And I had accumulated like 25,000 shares at 470, and it ends up breaking down. I lost like $7,000 on it. And that fake breakdown, the very next day, they sent it to $18. Then the next day it was at 36. And I did end up taking it pre-market again. I made back my loss a little bit more, but it was a very similar daily chart to CPOP. I think it started from a chat pump though the next day.
CPOP's pretty much the only thing I see that's
PSTV held its dip there. It's still pretty weak, but
SPRC? You mean?
nope.
Oh, well, that did too. Keeps flirting with this 550 level and won't break down.
Yes.
CPOP, I didn't buy any, but definitely is trying to run. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can.
Oh, you said PSTV. That's right.
I said PSTV. Yeah. CPOP, this is a pretty critical level for it here. If we can hold over this 190, and you probably have trapped a lot of shorts. Oh, PSTV. Oh, come on. Lame. That is lame, is what that is.
CPOP is definitely the main runner at the moment.
Yep. CPOP is the one to keep an eye on. And
Marcus says, Matt, how do you set your scanner up to alert you? There's definitely ways to do it. I just have it on. If you notice, like I'm like constantly changing my view. It's because I got a bunch of screens. So like I just have it running on one of my screens, and I'll see it usually when a new stock pops on there.
SPRC looks like something that is going to be really
one way, dude.
What?
I said I can promise you it's gonna have him rip one way. I just can't tell you which way.
It's either gonna go up a lot or down a lot. I don't think
really
it's just gonna go sideways. It's gonna go one way or the other. I swear it.
Yeah, it's just in this weird 50-cent range. I don't want to buy highs because I got to risk 50 cents. I don't want to do that. It's just too wide.
I also don't want to dip buy lows though, because this is one that could just give out everything when it crashes.
Right. Yeah. Just wide range. Even if I were to trade it, it'd probably be small size.
CPOP, man, that looks like one that can have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set alert on PSTV and stop watching. DVLT, I saw hit my scan.
Oh, DVL. Oh, this might be a third day surge, I think, if I'm remembering this one right.
Yeah, it is.
Is that Ella barking, or was that a dog in my neighborhood barking?
Yeah, it's Ella.
Oh, okay. It sounded like it was coming out of my window. BETR, dude, how unfortunate is that? One of those ones that just could have been great.
Oh.
What?
SPRC. Just tried to halt up.
Ooh.
think it is halting up.
Man, that one is going to be.
That one's just going to be pain, dude. I can tell you that. Look at it. Can't even halt up.
Shot clock. Shot clock. Shot clock. This one looks real. The other one looked real too, though.
Yeah, this, officially halted up. I just didn't buy it, man. Just too wicky, too scary.
Wiki word.
C-Pop, that was a pretty hard failure.
Yeah, don't love that. It's throwing a little bit of the head and shoulders too.
Yeah.
Unless.
Good bounce back too. That one's a lot of stocks at SSR here today.
I could very realistically envision C-Pop being one of today's main runners.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's got some.
It's the only runner right now.
Right. And it's got a great daily chart for it. There's not a lot of other stocks that have action right now, which obviously is a pretty good sign for one stock becoming a main runner. Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Felt slow this morning, looking like it's going to be slow. Let's see, Pop takes us to that promised land.
I think over high a day. I can't buy over high a day because risk is 40 cents away, but
yeah,
I'll be definitely keeping an eye on an entry. There might be an entry before high a day too, if it goes sideways here. One of my favorite long patterns is when a stock is like C-Pop right now is kind of setting up that head and shoulders. And then when it looks like it's going to fade and you just buy through that kind of shoulder break. That is one of my all-time favorite spots to buy.
Agreed. SPY dumping it is. Yeah, down it looks like 0.8%. That's pretty.
Ooh.
It's the biggest move we've had in a while.
SPY, what you doing, baby girl? What's your name? Staying alive.
Johnny says just scalping C-Pop. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't mind a scalp here and there.
I do. But that's what makes us different.
All right, C-Pop. If you can do that lower or a higher low and then break through basically 2.
Yep. I'm with you there.
That'll be pretty good looking. We got another minute on that one still.
SPRC.
Pep Gija's a bunch of nothing so far.
A nothing burger. DVLT, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this one, too. I do like that chart quite a bit, and that held up really well yesterday. I think we got another good opportunity there. Yeah, through 2, I'm taking some on C-Pop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I dig the idea.
Just a wee bit.
Risk the last low?
Yep. Precisely.
Alex wants to know what you want on your nothing burger.
Cheese. Nothing, actually.
No? You
Yeah.
don't like A little lettuce, tomato, onion.
Matt, you know me. You know my eating habits. I eat like a 5-year-old.
You gotta get lettuce, tomato, onion. I don't mind a little mayo on a burger.
Nope.
Oh.
The only whenever I order a burger, the only thing I get on is cheese and sometimes bacon if I'm feeling really frothy.
I don't necessarily love bacon on a burger. Depends on the bacon, you know. It's got to be some good bacon.
Dude, some thick cut bacon on a burger. Oh, take me to the promised lands. Oh, especially okay. Then you get like an onion ring on it with some barbecue sauce. Come on, it doesn't get a whole lot better. Little C-pop. I'm not loving that one.
Yeah, C-pop.
That's a bummer.
Broke the support. SPRC's unhalted, but again, hard trader, man. I don't want to just gamble here.
Trader. Hardly know her.
This is some good volume though on the stock.
SPRC?
Yeah. Oh, C-pop. Yeah, that looks pretty toasty. Toasted.
DVLT is going to be my new main watch here for long.
SPRC is trying to halt up again. It's getting close.
You know what's one not to sleep on here is ATCH. That's definitely tried to do a little bit of a dip and rep.
ATCH, he says.
I do say. Do you?
Not bad luck. Yeah, Pepsi and Lack, which were my other two I was watching like with a half eye, seem to just be trending downwards. For now, at least. So, nothing. Clean trends, but I don't really want to participate in those. I was hoping to see some good strength. NUAI.
New eye?
Nothing crazy yet. Is this a breakout? Kind of is. Yeah. Call breakout like 110 area. It's a good daily chart.
I took a little starter on DVLT. Not a full size yet. I'd love to actually see it. Ironically, I'd love to see it dip very quickly under VWAP and then recover, but
Just watching scan, see if anything's news coming up. Because SPRC, for the time being, I just know I can't trade that thing. Crazy runner, but no good risk level. LASE's got PR. Like, is that new?
I don't think that PR is doing much for it.
Me either. C-pop. Throw an alert on this one too, but likely just a goner.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough daily chart wick at this point.
Air Cooled said, would the good risk level be the halt level? Generally, no.
It needs to have a reason where basically if it goes under that price, it's probably not going to work anymore. There's not really a reason for that at a halt level.
Sometimes the halt levels, like you can't control them. Sometimes they are obviously right around support resistance.
Yeah.
Sneeze. BRB.
Thanks for sharing.
Back.
Nice. How was your sneeze?
You know, can't complain.
Good. I love sneezing.
It is a relief.
Yes, it's the best. It's once you start getting like 3 or 4 in a row that it just gets really annoying.
Anyway, I'm a fan of. It might take a little bit to set up, but SPRC. Not done, but taking a bit of a dip. DVLT is setting up better and better.
It's looking really good.
PSTV, who said that? Wick? Yeah. Basing a little bit. It is. I got my alert right above it. If you're aggressive through those highs, probably not a bad entry.
Which one, PSTV or DVLT?
PSTV. DVLT too. I mean, same concept.
I think that even that last high at like 75. ATCH is officially going for that high a day.
SPRC halted down.
Trapped a lot of shorts, I would imagine, who thought that this run was over. DVLT, if we break over 75 cents, I'll look to add. Oh, ATCH. Swipey.
Swiper not swiping?
Oh, well, Swiper is going to continue to swipe. Yeah, DVLT through the 75-cent high, and I am looking to add into this with a risk on that. Not the previous low, but now that 70.5 cent low. Kind of a little fake breakdown of the trend. A lot of selling at 75. Oh, my Lord. Unlimited selling at 75. Yeah, they're not letting that thing through easily. Thou shall not pass. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah, I'd love to see this thing through previous highs, which are around 80 cents a share. I'd look to start selling a little bit into that first bit and see if we can even push closer to 90. It really depends. Volume on this today isn't phenomenal relative to its 500 million shares traded on its breakout day. So I like to keep that in mind.
Yeah, give it to Tuohey.
Yes, give it to me. Hold on to me. I don't really have much more to add to that.
Alex says Swiper's actually a good fox. He says he borrows things and then gives them back to Dory at the end of the show.
That's funny, man.
A lot. I haven't seen Dora listen in 20 years, but
yeah, right. Don't act like you don't watch it every night.
I don't think he's wrong. Doesn't Swiper give him back?
Well, if you're going to teach stealing, you better teach to return too, you know?
PSTV just can't get over that high.
C-Pop is just bleeding. I don't think that's even worthy of watching anymore.
Yeah, I took that one off the screen because it just kept dying.
I sold a little bit of that DVLT around 778. Again, looking for a true breakout here through highs.
NUAI is one. I'm not going to chase this spike, but it's definitely one that I could be trading all day. Similar concept where I wanted to pull back, consolidate, give me some clean levels. Someone says, lace.
If we look at lace and it's not moving.
It's moving so slowly. I don't trust it.
Yeah, there's no volume either. Listen, that's not an awful daily chart. Like, not today, I mean, but like it's holding up. It's just what reason does it have to run today? It's near its consolidation. And I don't even see a PR on any of my platforms. Not saying they didn't like put out a tweet or something, but it doesn't look like it's huge news. That's something that I would rather be watching over $5 or even really close to like $5.50. I wanted to have a reason to run the day that I buy. DVLT, does it have a reason to run? It's right next to the breakout level. It's trading volume. It's actually a pattern, a third-day surge. That has a reason to run. Lace, not really. Not yet.
SLNH is back? Is it? Trying to be.
Trying to be back. What a weird stock, dude. Very strange.
Yeah, this one's odd because it did an offering as well here. Barely dipped.
Ooh. Yes, new highs on DVLT. We have officially broken out. I was trying to say we half broketh out, but didn't roll off the tongue as easily as I thought it might.
We got 10 seconds here, SPRC. Let's see what this does. Good trade, Tuohey, on DVLT.
Thank you.
I hate halts. I'll tell you what. They just mess up a stock chart.
Have you ever thought that maybe it's just a you problem?
Thanks.
Anytime, man. DVLT, give me 80. So close. So close. Come on. Come on.
Just give it to Tuohey already.
Come
Tired
on.
of listening to him.
Aren't we all? I'll keep talking. For every minute that it stays under 80, I'm going to make another joke.
Severn, good trade. Shout out to Bryce here. Says, thanks, Bryce. I didn't even have DVLT on my radar. Ended up with a decent trade on it.
Boom, bam, bow. No worries. I've drank so much coffee today. No, go over 80. You pig.
Yeah, it's teasing you.
I know. I don't like being toes.
Toes.
Yes, 80. Woohoo! I took some more off there. Yes.
Finally, we can shut him up.
Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, right. You think I'm being shut up right now? Dude, they're over 80. How do you not be loud about that?
Yeah, I think that was the best trade of the day.
I think so too.
In my humble opinion.
Definitely the easiest. Definitely the easiest. We can get to like 85. I've sold roughly 60% of my position. If we get to like 85, I'll probably considering taking most off. It very realistic. Like I could very easily see a world where this goes over $1 today. Just the lack of volume so far makes me a little bit nervous. And for me, I'd rather wait for this to set up again where we do start getting more volume confirmation later in the day based on just hoping that it goes higher. It is a really nice daily chart, but I'm going to lock in my profits, then be able to use House's money as a way to build into the position later if it sets back up.
SPRC not really doing much, but holding up, consolidating. It's not a bad thing. PSTV is holding up too. And LAC might get back on my radar here. It's a pretty strong bounce back. It's not super clean though. Like, I'm definitely not going to buy through these highs because I'd have to risk lows. So hopefully we get a little cleaner action.
NUAI, definitely interesting here. Huh.
Really nice daily on that one, dude.
Really nice daily. Some even call it John. You get it?
DVLT. Did you say you're all out already?
Not yet.
Beautiful.
I'm out a little bit more there into 83. I've got about 25% of my position left. Really would like to see 85. That's my wish to the stock market gods, is that we see 85 cents. One more.
Good hold so far. Still not enough for me to buy, but getting closer. Just flipping through them all. LAC, I would be much more bullish if we pull back, set a higher low, and then go, because it will give me a tighter risk level.
Kind of rhymed.
Yeah. Yeah, Wick, exactly. Spot on. Wick's been listening. That's what happens when you show up every day. I say the same thing every day. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't happen, I just move on with my life. If it does, I get a trade.
Willie says, what strategy would you say you traded for DVLT? Break a previous day's high. No, it's a third day search. That's the name of the setup. I literally just bought basically a breakout on the intraday.
CRR had a big bounce too. Not a trade, just calling out what I see. Nice bounce off the lows. What did Aqua end up doing? Because I stopped watching it once
it's at 120.
Yeah, never really got a big panic like we were looking for.
Yeah, it happens
so early.
To 110, but not enough.
Anyway, I wouldn't mind a little pullback closer to VWAP, like 120 or so.
All right, I'm going to set my sell order. I got to go pee. I'm going to set my sell order at 86 and hope that it hits while I'm gone. I'll be back.
Where did he set his sell order, everybody? 86? Is that what I think I heard? Should we top it at 85.99 for him? Saucy SPRC. What's the high here? 704. LAC, decent pull so far. Let's see if it can base. had a lot of support around this like 670, 675 area all morning. So would love that. Yeah, 86 was Bryce's sell. Oh, he's going to be so mad when he comes back.
Stop. What did it do? Oh. I'm not mad. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't sell any.
SPRC, what in the world are you doing? Looks like pain.
I hate
Dude, this is a pain stock. DVLT, not a pain stock. Hopefully LAC, not a pain stock. Don't play with pain.
Get glad.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body, I hear.
I like that.
It's from a movie, Meet the Robinsons.
Show us your angry face.
Bryce angry.
Bryce mad. I don't get angry. Anger is just I don't know. I tried.
I just can't buy SPRC, man. I mean, best case scenario, I'd have to risk like 625. And I'd buy probably $7.
Oh,
DVLT share.
You piece of dog water.
You got most of your sales off though, right?
I did. Yeah, I'm out most of it. Just unfortunate. I still don't think it's done.
Chara says, show us your belly button.
You don't want to? I'll do it.
No, please don't. Jara might want to see it, but it's okay. I can pass.
Matt, don't act like you haven't seen it a few times yourself.
Usually not by choice. LAC, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now, for me to want to buy this, though, it's going to have to break these highs. So, like 712-ish, 713. Just because it's bouncing doesn't mean it's guaranteed going to bounce back. Rather be late and right than early and wrong. PSTV, garbage. SPRC is just trading very sketchy, man.
Yeah, that's an avoid for me.
Definitely.
Did you see Fofo?
FOFO?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
What in the world? It's definitely Chinese, right? Hang Fen.
Hey, don't make assumptions. It makes an ass out of the both of us.
Faux. I guess technically it's from Hong Kong.
What's the deal with that? Aren't they part of China again now?
I don't know, man.
I think so. Is Hong
SPRC pushing those highs?
Yes, but it is a special administration region with a unique system of governance.
Oh.
What?
SPRC is trying to halt up.
Stop. Oh my God, what a stupid stock, dude.
Never gave clean entry, man. I think we're just going to lock in today. DVLT was the one.
Not done yet, my friend. Not done yet. In fact, I'm canceling my 86-cent sell order because if we break over that high, I think she gets squeezy.
Well, Bryce, it's the end of our webinar anyway. So do you got time?
No. I'm kidding. Of course.
Talk to me about TradeFunder because obviously that is the reason we are here every day. And I saw someone in the comment already asking for the link. So I'm going to go grab it while Tuohey does our introduction here.
JD says, Bryce, you should host a trading party in your semi-camper. I'd pay big money for that. Listen, Matt already offered to have a day alone with me in the semi camper for a trading party, and I had to tell him no matter how much money he offered me. So I'm gonna have to pass on that one. If I'm saying no to Matt. No, anyways, guys, TradeFunder, again, the reason we're here today, very fortunate to have TradeFunder as a partner with Stocks to Trade. So like I said, Matt and I are both a part of Stocks to Trade. We teach traders how to trade on a daily basis. Stocks to Trade is a trading education company, and they've produced a crazy amount of successful traders who are now millionaires, traders who are just outperforming the market. And so TradeFunder, they're a fully funded trading account that gives you access to a $25,000 account. So it's basically more or less like a brokerage account, a prop firm in a way. So they're actually partnered with T3, which is one of the biggest prop firms in the country. So their mission, TradeFunder, they want you to make money because they'll get a small profit split for traders that do make money. And for them, they don't really, I shouldn't say they don't care. They don't want to see traders lose, but they want a couple of traders that really just outperform huge. Their profit split is 80-20, which is incredibly reasonable. As a matter of fact, it's one of the better profit splits in the country. But for them, right, if they have a trader that's trading with a $10 million account, right, and that trader is making, $5 million a month, that is $1 million a month just from that one trader. So this is really what they're looking to find are the traders who are going to go grow accounts and outperform the vast majority. And so this is your way to actually get started into that with literally one of the best discounts you're going to find. Fortunately, as a partnership with Stocks to Trade, they're taking a bet that they're going to find the best of the best traders. And I know a lot of you guys show up here every day. I've seen a lot of you guys also are already using TradeFunder. Some of you guys absolutely crushing it too, which is great to see. For those of you guys that aren't, but you've heard about it before, I want you to actually click on the link that Matt has dropped in the chat. For those of you guys that are on YouTube or Facebook, you should be able to just click that in the comment section. If you're on Twitter, you're going to need to go over to YouTube, or you can type in that link that you see across your screen right now. See if it's a good fit for you. Basically, the way it works is if you were to go get this just on TradeFunder's normal website, it's going to be a $1,400 plus a $99 platform fee deposit from you. Today, with our discount, it's going to be $800 plus that $99 platform fee, which will basically give you a couple options. Number one, it'll give you another opportunity if you don't do well on your first attempt because you saved a ton of money doing it with us. Second of all, I want to make this very clear. Your risk into this is just the $800 that you put in plus that platform fee. Basically, TradeFunder is going to allow you to lose up to $3,750 of their money, right? Or rather, I guess, basically $3,000 of their money because you put in $800 to it. So they're going to let you lose a lot more. You're getting access to $25K to trade with. And again, you get to keep 80% of what you make. So I know Matt says this every time, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do for those of you who, do start doing well with TradeFunder, but I can tell you what I would do. I can tell you what Matt would do too. If I'm making money with TradeFunder, right? Let's say I make, I don't know, $1,000, right? 80-20 profit split. I make $1,500, $2,000. I'm going to pull out some of that money in profit. And now my investment is risk-free. Now the sky is literally the limit. Now, the cool thing is once you make over $15,000, this is basically your starter account with TradeFunder. This is for them to see who is going to be a good trader, who is going to have good risk management, who's going to follow the rules, who's going to take good trades day in and day out. Once you make over 15 grand, they're actually going to reach out to you directly and see if you maybe want to trade with a bigger account. They call it their pro account. So that's kind of the main goal. We have a few traders, I believe, who have already upgraded to, I believe, $100,000 account, some even bigger. We know some traders in the community who are trading with over $1 million account, which is really cool. But there are a couple risk management rules. Again, this is just as much for you as it is for them. Obviously, they're not going to let you lose their whole $25,000. They're going to cut you off after that $3,750 drawdown. And they're not going to let you lose more than $1,000 in a day, which, by the way, if you're trading smart, you're trading well, there's no reason you should be losing more than $1,000 in a day. So really great profit split all the way around, really great trading rules, really great risk management. And I think a really great opportunity for any of you guys who either, one, have too small of an account and are feeling like you can't take big enough positions in the best trades. I mean, DVLT, right? That, in my opinion, was today's best trade. But to be completely frank with you, I'm not good at math. I think it only went up about 15%. So if you have like a $2,000 account, you put your entire account into that trade, you're going to be lucky to make $300, right? Now with TradeFunder, you can put up to 25 grand into that ticker. And now all of a sudden we're talking about like a $3,500 win so far. And obviously the trade can continue to keep going, but it's just going to allow you to take larger positions in setups that you are highly convicted in. And that's why me and Matt are here, is to show you guys the best of the best trades on a day-to-day basis. You know, I say this every day, but I think probably one of the biggest benefits of joining into this YouTube that you guys do every morning is that you're just getting put in front of the right stocks on a day-to-day basis. You're getting your eyes put onto them. So yeah, this is a really great opportunity. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is for each and every single one of you guys, but I would encourage you to go ahead and click that link and see if it is. They're going to have a general Q&A page. Once you scroll down to your instant funding account details, you can click on any one of those buttons, account size, intraday buying power, any of those, and it'll give you a drop down of what that means, what that entails. For example, Matt, can you go ahead and click max payout amount? Right. So if you show us consistent results over a long period of time, we will reach out to you directly to offer your membership in our professional prop firm account and access to larger amounts of trading capital, professional trading infrastructure to enhance your performance even more. That's not to say that the most money you can make is $15,000. That's their way of saying that once you hit $15,000, they're going to reach out to try to upgrade you to a bigger account if you want access to more money. Right, which I think is probably the goal for each and every one of you here. So yeah, go ahead, click on that link for anybody that is at least interested and want to see if it works for you. Matt, I don't know if you've got anything else you want to add here.
Well said, Tuohey. You nailed it today. I think you covered everything. That link's in the chat. I see a couple people asking for it. If you have any support questions, just reach out to their support. They're super good. Yeah, they respond pretty much same day, usually within the hour. So reach out to them. They're happy to help. I saw someone say, I don't know how to use the platform. There's educational videos. Watch the educational videos. They're going to walk you through that platform as well. That's all I got.
Beautiful.
All right, everybody.
Well, yeah, guys.
Bryce was the trade of the day, so shout out to him.
Woo!
We'll be back at it tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.